especially in education, for whatever reason, we don't want to try anything until it's been proven, which means that we've created data to prove that this is better than that. And then, for whatever reason, God only made data available about the past, means that looking into the future and getting consensus when there's no data is a very hard thing to do, even by smart people. If I'm in a meeting where the issue is education or healthcare or whatever, everybody around the room has a different framing of the problem. And they just talk past each other, you know. And they talk past each other because we don't have a theory that allows everybody to say, oh, I get it. You know, and somebody said that language was a really important point, you know. But we will never get anywhere unless we invest to create a set of theories that give us a common language so we can then reach consensus around a counterintuitive course of action.
I mean, that appears to be, I mean, I think one of the things I've taken away from today is the fact that we are not, for the most part, teaching people how to think about problems. It came up very early and it's been repeated, the process of thinking. And Roger, you talked earlier about the doneness and how we need to get rid of the fact that we are, or we're too obsessed with the idea of completing either education or solving the problem when in fact the problem is, as Clay later said, constantly evolving. The theory is being refined, parts of it are being challenged. From your point of view, Roger, what is the way of persuading the educational establishment, for want of a better description, to get away from that idea that something needs to be done and signed off before education is complete?
No, I think it's a hard one. I think the easiest thing to teach is apps. You know, just teach them an app. Teach them capitalist pricing model or Black-Scholes option pricing theorem. I think they're the easiest thing to teach, and so teaching people how to think, teaching people how to make complicated business decisions. That's a harder one than teaching an app, and so I mean we've made a big effort here at the school to do that. That was hard. That was hard. That was 15 years of hard slogging, because it kind of goes against how it's done in our field, and so you really do have to A, believe that will make a difference, and B, then have your people go out and succeed. So all the graduates who came out, while I was dean, they'd ask me, well, what can I do for the school? And I said, succeed. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to go out and succeed to demonstrate that learning something a little bit different than you would have learned elsewhere actually is more useful, because there can be a negative to it. It's less conforming, right? It conforms less, it's less exploitative, and so the exploration has to prove out in being able to make better decisions.
Right.